Hello beautiful souls, welcome back to the channel. Glad to have you here. So you would not believe this, but 1 week ago my pothos was looking tired and it was looking slow. Then I started to add just one ingredient into my watering routine and the results were absolutely shocking. Triple the growth, deeper green leaves and new vines popping up everywhere. And in today's video I'll show you the one ingredient water recipe that changed everything for me, how to make and use it properly, why it works so fast, plus how to avoid some common mistakes when using natural fertilizer. So if you want crazy pothos growth without any chemicals, without any expensive products, keep on watching. So welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I'm Nora and we do daily videos talking about chicken keeping, quail keeping, raising animals in the backyard, as well as taking care of your indoor and outdoor garden. And if you're interested in videos such as these, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, click on the bell icon in order to be informed on all our new daily videos. So what is in the water? So what is the magic ingredient? It's simply rice water. Yep, plain old-fashioned nutrient rich rice rinse water. And no, not fancy fertilizer. There's no liquid plant food, just the water left over when you rinse the rice before cooking. And I used to dump it down the sink. Then I learned that in many parts of Asia, gardeners have used rice water as a natural growth booster for years. Now here's why it works. Firstly, it's rich in B vitamins. It's also full of amino acids. It contains small amounts of phosphorus as well as nitrogen, and it encourages beneficial microbial growth in the soil. It's gentle, it's fast absorbing, and it's safe for indoor houseplants like golden pothos. So how can you make rice water specifically for plants? So I'm going to show you exactly how to make it and how I go ahead and make it. Now there's a couple of different ways. There's two methods. I rely on the first method because it's the easiest and it's also my favorite, which is the soaked rice water method. So I would rinse out half a cup of uncooked white rice with 2 cups of room temperature water. I would swirl it around for 30 seconds to 1 minute. I would also let it soak for 15 to 30 minutes. Not only is that good for helping me get concentrated rice water, but it's also good for the rice itself, that it allows it to, double in size. And then after the 30 minutes, I would strain out the rice and use that cloudy water for your pothos. Absolutely amazing. So that's option number 1. Option number 2, even though I don't just use it, I'm going to go ahead and quickly give you a little bit of sneak peek on option number 2. It is weaker, but it still works if you forget to collect your rice water before cooking. So the option 2 is boiled rice water. So you can save the water from cooking plain white rice, unsalted, unseasoned, and then you let it cool completely before using. Also, some people like to dilute their rice water. Whether they do option number 1, option number 2 is completely up to you. For me personally, because I do the soaked rice water method, I don't dilute it. I just use it as is and make sure that it's all cloudy and rich and nice. And also a couple of important points before you get started with this method. I would use it within 24 hours to avoid spoilage or to avoid any smell. Some people fertilize it. Oh, sorry, not fertilize. Some people they infuse it even longer and they ferment it. Yes, that's the word that I was looking for. And also don't store it for days because it can ferment and it can harm the plant if you leave it on for too long. So how do you use it for the best results? There's always a strategy and there's always a way to boost and maximize the results from that strategy, and this is what we're going to talk about right now. So how do you use it for maximum growth? For soil grown pothos, because you could grow pothos in water and in soil. So if you have a pothos growing in the soil, I would replace your regular watering with rice water once every 7 to 10 days. So I just usually do it once every week. I just pop it in my calendar, every Monday in the morning, right in the morning, as soon as I wake up, I just simply use the regular water. And then after that 10 days, or after that 7 days, I just use the rice water. Also water at the base of the plant until it drains out the bottom. That makes sure that even the roots receive that beautiful cloudy rice water. So for water propagated pothos, if you have a pothos sitting in water and rooting, I would mix 1 part rice water with 3 parts of clean water. So I would dilute it 1 to 3 ratio part rice water, 3 parts clean water, and I would replace the old water in your jar every week and then rinse the roots occasionally to prevent any sort of build-up. And I would also add in 1 to 2 drops of liquid seaweed or aloe vera for extra growth hormones. This is optional, but it really makes a difference. So I could, if I had to choose between aloe vera or liquid seaweed, of course I'm going to use the liquid seaweed. And if you are taking care of fish in your home, you have a fish tank, I would use that water from that fish tank. Absolutely amazing for your pothos. And after just 1 week of rice water, my pothos cuttings rooted faster and sent out new baby leaves, which was absolutely amazing, and that was really, really good as well. So here's what to expect. So does it really work? Let me show you the results. So day 1, I had sparse leaves. I had no new growth. By day 4, I did notice swelling and leaf nodes. And by day 7, 2 new leaves and longer trailing vines as well. And I'm trying to grow this pothos to be really, strong and really big as well, to cover the the wall. Now, results may vary depending on your environment that you are growing your pothos. I'm just doing it indoors. It also varies depending on the light, the soil, how thirsty your plant is. But rice water is a really good, gentle superfood for your plant, and you're not forcing growth. You're just feeding the plant naturally with what it needs to thrive, and then you're just letting go of the results. You're not like fixating on it, checking it every 2 minutes or so. So here's what not to do. Here's the mistakes that I did early on that I want you now to avoid. And let's talk about what you should not do before you commit any of these mistakes. First of all, don't use rice water daily because it's too much, and it will lead to soggy soil, which will lead to root rot, and there you go, you're going to lose your whole plant, God forbid. Mistake number 2 is never use salted or flavored rice water. It's really toxic to plants. So if you're using that boiled rice water method, the method number 2, that is the more of the weak method, and you've added some spices or you've added some salt to your rice before collecting the water, then I would just throw away that water that contains any spices or rice. It's just not worth it. Also, don't use old water that smells bad because bacteria will harm your roots, and this mainly applies to if you have a pothos growing the water and you would like to replace that water with rice water. Just don't use the old rice water. Also, avoid pouring rice water on plants in dormancy. That plants that are in pause, like during the winter time, for example, when we have indoor plants that are not really growing because they're just in dormancy, or plants that have very dry soil. It's not worth it. Just don't do it. Always test the rice water on one plant first before applying it to your whole indoor jungle. I've made that mistake before, and luckily I went ahead and I just diluted my plants after 2 weeks, and it was just such a heartache because I went ahead and I just got overexcited. When you're learning new information and you get overexcited, you go ahead and apply it to all your plants. No, never again. Always do your research and always try with one plant only. It's the same thing goes for us human beings as well. When we're doing skincare routine and we have a new product, you just have to do a patch test first before you apply it on your skin, not lather it all over. So here's some bonus hacks that I wanted to share with you before we end today's video in order to boost your pothos even more. So rice water works even better when you pair it with good plant care. So I'm talking about rotating your pothos once a week. This will really help you to have even growth, because I see a lot of my friends who have pothos, they're all lush and beautiful on one side, and then when you just turn them on the other side, they're just like bold, and I'm like, what just happened here? Another thing is wipe down the leaves to unclog pores and to boost photosynthesis. And thirdly, repot annually. Once a year, just repot, change the pot to a bigger pot. Or if there is a sign that your plant is giving you where the roots become too tight, now it's the time to repot. And I would cut back leggy vines. This will help to encourage fuller growth. And if you're new to planting and taking care of pothos, that might be a bit emotionally hard for you to cut back on leggy vines. But what I do is I just cut back on the leggy vines. It's boosts the growth. And if there's any chance I could propagate any of these little leggy vines out there, I would just definitely propagate if there's there's any nodes in there in moss and in perlite. So that's another strategy that we can talk about in the upcoming videos. Also, give it a bright indirect light, not darkness and not harsh sun. And if you want fuller leaves, then I would always advise to add in a moss pole or a trellis. So this will allow the plant to climb, and then that way you'll get bigger leaves way faster. So there you have it, just one simple ingredient, and my pothos has never looked better. More growth, healthier leaves, stronger roots. Who knew rice water could do all this? And if you've got leftover rice water, don't throw it away, just feed it to your pothos and then thank me later. And let me know in the comments if you tried it. Do you also have another favorite natural plant tonic that you would like to share with us? And grab my free Pothos Growth Tracker printable as a PDF linked in the description box below. And as always, take care and don't forget to like, subscribe and hit the bell icon. I'll see you next time. All the best. Bye bye.